call me a racist?
Oh my god. It is episode 134?
133.
133 of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. No. Oh, my stomach.
Sitting here at this beautiful table where we just
Wow.
ate.
Luke came over and demanded food from my fiance. It was obscene.
Every time I come over here, it seems as though your whole objective is to embarrass me in front of Iram.
I have no motive to do that.
I come in and Frankie
And yeah, I still do it.
I come in and Frankie goes, Iram goes, "Do you guys want some food?" And Frankie goes, "Luke's not hungry."
You weren't. Well, she says that, and then Luke goes, "No, I'm not hungry." And I go, "See?" And then she asks again, and you go, "Well, I can eat a lot."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
I didn't say I could eat a lot.
Oh, well, it sure sounded like it.
Yeah. It sounded like it when you were coming up the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Adam, she served us some delicious pasta that she made yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, Iram. She's over there.
She's over there. She's working.
She's right.
She has a real job.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah.
I guess so do we.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But this is not it.
Yeah, how's your job going? New job?
Good. I smashed my hand today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look at that.
Why, you got mad because the Jets lost?
The Jets.
It's March.
They lost again?
It's March.
Oh.
They're not playing. It would be
They
basketball.
probably lost somewhere.
They lost. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're losing. You know, that's how bad you either gotta be good or suck as a team or athlete. When like, you don't know anything of the sport, but you know like one thing about them. Like I don't watch football, but I know the Jets just suck.
Yeah.
And like I don't know anything about golf, but you know you're just like, oh, Tiger Woods, the guy.
Yeah.
You know. And that's the only two things. Are you a big sports guy?
No.
Fantasy. How do you get into sports? Because you know players' names and shit.
You play them, and then
No, because I play them, but I can't watch them for the life of me.
Yeah, well, you played soccer, and do you know soccer?
No.
You don't know it at all.
No, I just watch like important games like the World Cup or
Yeah.
like finals. Like,
You don't know the guys. You don't know the teams, the clubs.
I know the clubs,
Okay.
but like I can't sit there with a guy and be like, "Oh, dude, did you watch the Mbappe fucking thing, or did you see that they traded this guy for that guy?"
You showed me one time you showed me a game. You were like, I remember we were watching this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was, what was it?
Was it the World Cup? It was the World Cup. It was the World Cup final.
No, it wasn't the World Cup final. It was that game that you said that was being played. Like it was like Mexico versus USA, where they came back after like a 3-goal deficit. Remember that?
I think it was AC Milan Liverpool.
Okay. Oh, oh yeah, real nice.
Sorry, no. for us
AC
it was.
Milan Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah, and Liverpool
the
came
game
back.
that I put my wager on.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, but yes, that's what it was. One time they were losing, Liverpool was down 0-3 in the first half of a final, and they came back.
Yeah.
3-0. And I only know that because they made a very sentimental video about it on YouTube, and I would watch it a lot as a kid.
But, so that's what drew you into it, the theatrics of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I like individuals, and I like.
Woo!
I'm not big on. I'm not a big sports guy, but I love like the Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that, like the cinematic, the dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm the same.
The stories, yeah.
But you can sit there and talk about
No, I can't.
you can't?
No,
You can't talk basketball with Sam?
no. I can't talk sports. I don't know ball.
Sports talk.
Yeah, I can't do it. A
No?
lot of guys. It was something always growing up. Guys could just sit there and just rattle off.
And I don't get it. I want to because it seems when you meet a stranger, that's what they talk about.
Yeah.
I'm like an alien.
Yeah, and it was. I remember when I was a kid being like, "Okay, I gotta get into this," and then I would.
Yeah.
The way I would do it was instead of because the way you do it is you just watch the games. Just watch the games.
Right.
The games are entertaining. It'll be fun. But the way I always thought to do it was like. I would look up like best players.
Yeah. So
like,
there's the biggest poser.
top players. Yeah. Key talking points for parties about the Miami Heat. I remember this kid. I remember when LeBron James went to Miami when he left Cleveland, and that was a big deal. I mean, that's one of those. Like, there's certain things that most people know,
Yeah, Iram.
like
Iram,
that, and Billy Joel and things like that.
Well, no, but Iram knows she'll know basketball things
Yeah.
randomly because it's in pop culture and shit.
Yeah, she's
But
she's
I've always been so foreign to pop culture.
right.
Did I use that right?
You've always been so foreign. It's always been so foreign to you.
It's been so foreign to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pop culture in general.
Yeah, you've always been a foreigner.
You think that's funny?
Yeah. I don't know why you didn't laugh, but
isn't that crazy? Like if I'm somewhere else, I'm not a foreigner.
Right, that's right. Yeah, that.
Wait, no, that can't be true. No,
Yeah,
that's actually not true at all.
That Patrice O'Neal.
I'm a foreigner in Mexico.
That Patrice O'Neal bit. He's like, I go to another country. I'm like, what? Who are all these foreigners?
No, but like if I hear like to white people, I'm like this guy's a foreigner because I'm Mexican. When I go to Mexico, people are like, this guy's a foreigner. He's not from here.
You're a man with no home.
Yeah, most of Southern California is like that.
Right.
Most of the people, because they're like.
But you're not a foreigner. You're an American.
Yeah, try telling that to fucking old Alabama Steve over there.
I'm not trying to tell them.
Come on, he's your uncle.
If we go down there, I don't know you. I'll slide right into it. Code switch.
Really?
How y'all doing? Yeah.
I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
You're not very good at accents.
Yeah, I am.
No.
I've been doing this fake one since you've met me.
You're a very funny guy. I've always been slightly intimidated by how funny you are, but
and inspired, and come on, and
inspired, and drawn to, and intimidated by, and but you're not very good at accents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not much of a compliment sandwich right there.
Yeah. What is something that you don't think I'm very good at comedically? Getting to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was gonna say you speak slow, but I mean that would comment on your timing, but your timing is you don't have bad timing.
Oh, thanks.
It's just getting to the big punch.
Yeah.
But you have punches on the way to the big punch.
Sometimes.
But like if they bomb on all the way there, it's
I'm
like
fucked.
by the time you get there, people are like, fuck.
Yeah, it stinks. God, you saw me really take a nosedive on Friday.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a real nosedive, but
well, I fucking took, I got all these poop jokes. And the first one hits, like big hit, open with a poop joke.
Yeah.
Not well advised. People don't really like poop stuff. They don't want to hear about poop stuff.
No, especially not at a club where people are eating.
Right. It's not. It is notoriously hard to get poop stuff to work. I think that's that's something that comics like. That's something that we all have. We've all tried to write poop jokes, and usually people don't really want to hear it.
I don't think I ever written a poop joke.
You never wrote a poop joke?
I'm trying to think. Have I ever written a poop joke?
One bed, one bathroom, one
bedroom,
one bucket. You don't have any jokes about shitting in the van?
No, but I have stories about it.
That on stage.
No, because every time I tell you, when you have stories, I tell you to do a bit about it, and you're like, no, that's overrated, or something like that.
Right, because you're adverse, because you know that poop stuff doesn't play well on stage. They don't want to hear it. You know?
I don't want to work really hard on a poop joke.
Yeah, I get you.
like one of my favorite jokes that it's unfinished. I have two. Like my sleeves joke.
Yeah.
And my wind joke.
Yeah, those are your best like original premise.
Yeah, not the funniest, but it's like jokes where I'm.
They're great. They're like really. You've got like a good like. No one thought of that.
They're
That's
like
great.
my jokes with like scaffolding on them.
Yeah.
They've had a scaffolding on them.
Yeah, they're good jokes.
And spider webs. They're just not done.
But you don't have any poop stuff.
One bedroom, one bucket, but that's not really poop stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you're actually like a pretty clean comic.
Yeah.
You work pretty clean.
Except for the times when I say fuck. But I mean,
you say
fuck,
but when you say fuck, it was almost like there was no reason to.
Yeah, it's just filler words.
Yeah, you're just saying fuck.
I was thinking of trying to go completely clean, and I was like, bro, if I try to mentally go completely clean, it's going to be impossible. Let me just not even think about it.
Don't think about it.
Because my first comedic influence was this Mexican guy.
Yeah.
Who was on TV.
Was he clean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was on TV. On cable and shit. And then Seinfeld, he's very clean.
Yeah.
So I think that's why.
Yeah, totally.
Very clean. I don't really find a lot of like dirty shit like hilarious. Like I think Louis hilarious.
Yeah.
But like just typical like shock value jokes.
Right.
I was just like, all right.
I don't know. I think some of the stuff like the evil stuff is like is fun. Like the Corey Holcomb.
Which one?
Corey Holcomb, where he talks about he's like, I had this one bitch get pregnant. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but then a miracle happened. She had a miscarriage in the toilet. And the fucked up part is I had to act like I was sad about this shit. And he's like over the toilet, not the baby. Oh, and then he flushes it. And bye, daddy. Bye, little motherfucker. I don't know you. Like, just the most evil shit. And you're like, that's great, you know? So, like,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, like.
So it has to be like a really, really, really good joke.
Yeah, I mean, the way you think is the way you think. I don't think you should, not to go all comedy douche, but like, you know, I don't think you should change a thing for when you're thinking about like, what should I write about? What you write about is what you write about, you know?
Yeah, like sleeves. Didn't that joke piss off Josh?
Sleeves?
No, the Corey Holcomb joke.
Oh yeah, he talked right on the punchline. I tried to show it to him, and he goes, when the guy goes, not the baby, and he's crying, and I'm like waiting for the flush, which is gonna be the big.
Yeah.
And Josh just goes, see, this is just like a bad guy. He's like, no, I don't know what I was thinking showing it to him. I think Josh just doesn't like black comics.
Yeah, no, Josh
or black people.
Josh hates black people. Spread that out there.
No. Josh just doesn't like.
No, bro. And then one time he invited me and Evan over to your place. Well, we were like at a party and we all went back to your place.
Josh invited you and Evan to my place.
I guess Evan invited me and Josh.
Yeah.
Over, but Josh was like, "You guys want to watch a really funny comic? Put in some British douche." I was like, "Oh, dude, it was the worst." But Evan's so nice. Evan's like, "I can see his points."
Yeah.
And Josh was like, "No, you got to keep watching." He's showing us like a special. My brother sucks.
Josh put on a special.
Yeah, Josh. Who was it? Josh will comment who it was.
Yeah, Josh.
Some fucking really
Josh
British.
will text us.
But I mean, these England comics are they're like very thought out stories and stuff. It's like not really funny.
Yeah.
Josh is like, he's a genius.
Yeah.
It's just the guy explaining the Pythagorean theorem.
We're talking about Josh Creedon.
Joshua Creedon.
He
hates black people.
Yep, that was what I was thinking. Yep, so that's it. No, but he does pretty dirty stuff. He does like. Oh
yeah, he's filthy.
He's a Christian guy, but he. Not only is he like filthy, he's like dark. He does like dark, evil shit.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. He's a good comic.
Which, that's crazy because that's how you know he's not like a Bill Cosby guy off stage.
Right.
It's always the clean comics who off stage like strangle puppies.
Yeah.
Like Josh off stage is like, oh.
Who's another like comic that's like a good guy who
goes up there
who is like
dirty?
As an evil guy off stage.
Oh, good guy on stage, bad guy off stage?
Yeah, good guy on, bad guy off.
So just Ellen.
Ellen
DeGeneres.
Seinfeld.
Simon's not a bad guy.
Not bad. But
he's just a prick.
Yeah, he's just a prick. Yeah, but like he's not a prick on stage.
No.
Yeah, Seinfeld is like a minor version of that.
A minor, not his girlfriend.
yeah. See,
it was the 90s.
What about like this is probably a bad form to be like, who's a comic that's a bad guy? But like John Crist. John Crist, the Christian comic whose last name is Christ. It's Christ without the H.
He's a bad guy off stage?
Well, he just had like something with like like he was cheating on his wife or whatever. It's not evil, but it's just like stuff like that. Like
that's pretty evil if you ask somebody.
The Joel Osteen. Yeah, I mean, like not anything like bad, but just like cheating on your wife. But I
keep glancing over at
yeah. Adam is shuffling papers with furiously.
Who? I don't know. Who was a dead comic that was a bad guy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Full House guy.
Full House.
Bob Saget?
Wasn't he?
He wasn't a bad guy.
He looked so clean on Full House, and then all of a sudden.
Oh well, no.
He was dirty on stage.
He was a dirty comic who got a clean sitcom.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't like a shitty person.
Yeah, I guess we're not in comedy enough to really know this because we just hear it.
Well, because I want to name like my friends or just people that like we know.
Oh yeah,
like I know a couple of guys where they're just like, oh, like really nice on stage.
Yeah,
and they get off like, hey, what's up, bro? And I'm like, oh, who's that fake accent on stage?
Yeah,
I want people to think you're
like who
innocent little
cut the mics.
Fucking.
Say it over here.
No, because you're editing this.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
no cuts, and you're
gonna forget.
No cuts. Yeah, I'm gonna forget. All right. So anyway, what the fuck were we talking about? Sports or something? Like about you being into sports, or you're not into sports? You're not a sports guy?
No, I'm not a sports guy.
But you like the drama. Why are we drawn to the theater more than sports? I mean, sports is the
Because we're a
theater.
couple of fucking fruitcakes, bro.
Yeah, man. Jeez. I wish I was that guy. I wish I could be like that sports guy. You know, those guys that just
Well, the only reason I wish I could be that guy is to fucking have a conversation with a stranger.
yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm just like talking about the task at hand.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't like, hey man, what's up? Did you see the Mavericks?
Right.
And they're like, I did, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
The couple times I have tried that, it's backfired drastically.
Yeah. You ever get too involved?
Bro, so I root for the Bills. That's as far as it goes. I root for the Bills.
Yeah.
I know Josh Allen is the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I know. Fucking, there's a security guard back in my hometown that works at a bar, and then the Bills are playing the Cowboys, and the Cowboys is the team. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, hell yeah, the Bills are winning. He goes, oh, you're a Bills guy?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you see them playing against the Colts? And I was like, yeah, man, crazy game. And he goes, oh, I'm a Cowboys
You're like,
guy.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Just look it all
No,
up.
no, just be right there. Just to change the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
What?
So I didn't work yesterday, but I forgot. Here's a poop story. I forgot
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
poop. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot my
My
key-
poop jokes.
I forgot my key in the work truck,
Okay.
and my van was parked outside.
Yeah, for someone who
outside.
doesn't talk about poop on stage, I hear a lot of poop stories from you, like in life.
I be shitting.
You do have a lot of like poop stuff.
Well, bro, I have IBS.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Do
Do
ya?
you? I don't know, bro. But I stay.
I don't think so.
I stay for and
I think I have a fine time. Dude, you remember, I don't know if we talked about this on pod, but you remember when I lived with Sam? Well,
What? What's
What?
so funny? Adam's laughing off camera.
Adam is laughing at how bad the pod is going.
What are you laughing at?
That Frank was gonna say a story.
Oh, dude, she. Yeah, no. I mean, have you not listened to this podcast? It's me starting a story. Luke tells his own story, and then I go back to mine.
What are you talking about?
You don't think that's it? That happens a lot, folks.
We got to listen to you do a whole. Last episode, we listened to you have a whole diatribe. It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
Odyssey.
That's true.
I just nodded and waved.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that is what happens. I'm gonna tell the story and play it back, folks.
Users,
Play it back.
users, listeners,
Users of my body.
users and abusers. Listeners, let us know if I'm doing too much interrupting.
No, I mean it's not. It's not. I mean I don't mind, but Adam just noticed it.
Adam, you and Adam were talking about it another time.
No, she laughed and I knew exactly what she was laughing at because I know that happens a lot.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Because in real life, if it wasn't a podcast, Frankie would get so mad that somebody's interrupting him, and he would be like, "Okay, I want to see."
That's only in a group.
Oh yeah. That happened with
And I
my.
have to defend him.
That happened with me and my dad the
Yeah.
other week. I told you about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go ahead. my apologies. Didn't mean to step on your stuff. The
Well,
poop story.
Yeah. My apologies.
Hmm.
Proceed with the poop.
Well, it wasn't like you were like, oh, and here's the story. And I was like, and here's my story. You were like, I think I have IBS. Do you have IBS? How's your shitting going? And then I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh, this thing. So
Yeah.
it was natural.
I said, oh, this thing, and then you're like, no, this thing. But I don't care. It wasn't like an important story or anything.
Go ahead. Tell your big important story.
Thanks.
You have the floor.
So I left the my keys. I start freezing up. I pooped myself.
So this is what you wanted to tell.
I left my keys in the work truck.
Okay.
Which I work 2 miles from here, and my van was on the side of the park of the street where they were gonna do street sweeping that day. So yesterday, I didn't work that day. So I had to like walk to work and then walk back, go pick up the keys, come back, and then move my van. Otherwise, instead of just getting a ticket, my van would get towed because there's no plates on it right now. So it's like very high stakes things. So I woke up in the morning, no time to poop here, but like Sunday I had I ordered like a big thing of Little Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
By a big thing, I just mean just a pizza,
You got Little Caesars.
bro. Underrated.
Yeah?
It's crazy expensive now. It's like they doubled its price,
That used to be $5
and now it's 10
for a whole pie.
Yeah, and it's 10 now. But holy shit, dude! It was so fluffy,
Pretty good.
really good.
Yeah, they used to have Little Caesars at our school. That was our pizza. That was our school lunch.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I think that's all we would ever get. I'm sure they had vegetables and shit, but we would just get pizza and cookies every day.
I don't know if this might be a rumor, but I think one of the teachers told us that the pizza was considered a vegetable because of all the tomato sauce in it.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, yeah, just give them pizza.
Oh, that was okay. So that's how they can keep their bottom line
Yeah.
real nice and low.
Right.
I see. All right. So
Anyway,
go ahead.
so I had Sunday night I had like a big fucking pizza party by myself, and so in the morning I wake up. I gotta go get the keys.
You ate the whole pizza?
well, except for 2 slices.
Okay.
Well,
Are they in there now?
no, I ate them the next morning.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So you ate the whole pizza?
I'm very hungry.
Okay.
Whoa, you never get hungry?
Yeah.
Can a man get hungry nowadays?
Yeah, all right.
So I wake up, I eat the 2 slices, and I'm like walking to work, and I'm like, oh, I'll take the bus. I get in the bus, and then the bus, instead of going like left on the point where I was supposed to go left, it made a right, and I was like,
Different bus.
bro,
Same line, but different destination.
Yes.
Yep.
and I was like, well, it's gonna make a left soon.
Yeah.
So I started getting nervous. When I get nervous, my stomach decides to like, hey man, you gotta shit
Yeah.
so you can run fast.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh god. And I'm like, no. I'm like, it's gonna make a left soon. And then it's like a bunch of one ways. So just going further and further. I'm making it at the time. I'm like, bro, my van is gonna get towed. Like I'm not gonna be able to pick up my keys and run back on time. And I'm like, holy shit. And it's like going further and further. They're all one ways. And then finally there's like a left I can make. I'm like, all right, it's gonna make the left right here. Doesn't make the left. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I start pushing the thing. I'm like, ding, 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 like fucking let me out of this goddamn thing. And then the guy like stops at the next stop. Now I'm like further than what I was from here. I'm not 2 miles further, but I'm still like I just fucked myself.
Yeah.
So now I'm like running to where the truck is at because I'm like limited on time. So I'm like running where the truck is at, but the running is making me like more. And I'm like, oh god. And then I start walking, and I got the exact same feeling I got on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, for the
I
folks?
remember.
Yeah, on Halloween, I was like, I gotta shit on the street
We both shit ourselves on the same week.
on Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween week.
Yeah.
Nightmare on.
And it was both your fault.
Nobody told you to eat that much chicken.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like walking. So I'm like running, and now I'm like walking now, and I'm like, oh god. I start the point where I'm like looking for spots on the street to take a shit. I'm like, I gotta go, and then
It's like 6 a.m.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. People are like already like going to work. There's like trucks and shit.
Monday morning. That's how you start your week.
Yeah, and then
Seeing a guy shitting in between, behind your Escalade.
behind your truck.
Yeah.
So I'm like walking. I'm like I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And then at some point I feel it like prairie dogging. My little shit just coming
yeah.
asking what's going on out
Turtle
here.
head, yeah.
Yeah, and so
You call
I
it the prairie dog.
yeah.
Okay.
So I stop, and I look at a pile of trash, and I'm just staring at it, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that's where I'm gonna go.
That's where it's gonna be.
And I start,
That's where it's gonna be in about 30 seconds.
bro. I start walking to it. I'm like undoing my belt.
Uh-huh.
I see a guy walking, and I'm like, oh, I gotta wait for this guy to pass by. And then behind the guy was another guy, and I was like, I can't fucking do it here anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, I gotta make it to work. And I'm like walking to work, and I'm thinking, oh, dude, I'm gonna be known as the guy who shit himself at work.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna get to the office and just shit myself. Excuse me, can you?
You're gonna do it right when you get
Yeah.
there. Your body's gonna be like, "We're here." Dude, everything always comes back to like the Louis bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that bit he has about like how he's going home, and as soon as his
Yeah.
body sees the house, or
Right.
as soon as his eyes see the house, they tell his body, "Fuck it, dude, you're
Yeah.
home."
Right. So I'm thinking like that's gonna happen. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna see the company and I'm gonna go, oh,
Yeah.
and I still gotta get the keys and walk back 2 miles because I'm not gonna take the fucking train.
Yeah.
So I go, and then I go in the office because so the warehouse guys and the office people have 2 separate bathrooms. The warehouse guys, where I'm at, because I'm driving the trucks and shit, so I'm considered part of the warehouse guys. We have a porta potty outside. The office people have a bathroom next to the HR office upstairs. It's very nice, very clean.
Are
And-
you warehouse guys allowed to use the bathroom?
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So here, one day my partner was late to work, and he was like, "Yo, I'm here. Where you at?" And I was like, "I'm in the little break area upstairs." And he goes, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yo, that's not a break area. That's like where the office people hang out at." And I'm like, "Oh," like he was like, "Holy shit, what are you doing over there?" So
you were Icarus.
yeah. So
He was like, "You're crazy, man. You're not supposed to go in there. That's for corporate. Get back in the warehouse with us."
basically, so
Yeah.
so that's the vibe.
Who works in the office? Is it like nice ladies?
Bunch of Asians
Okay.
and a nice Asian lady.
Okay. I mean, that is information for me. That paints a picture.
That's who works there.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice Asian.
Who drives? Bunch of Mexicans.
Bunch of people that look like me
Okay.
of all ages.
Yeah.
They don't let the Asians drive the trucks,
No.
but that's neither here nor there.
Keep the Asians away from the vehicles. Keep the Mexicans away from the computers. And everything will go smooth. That's how you run a goddamn business. All right.
Anyways, so
Sorry.
So I get there. I burst open the door. There's one door that lets you into the office. Another door that lets you into a hallway where you could the little windows where you could talk to the people, like to give the paperwork and shit. And then there's a third door that goes upstairs that's normally locked. And I have to ask like an Asian lady like, "Excuse me, can you open the door for me, please?"
Mm-hmm.
And she always thinks I have like business up there.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like holding like I'm very like sly about it. I'm like, "Oh, can I go upstairs?" And I hold up a piece of paper.
Right.
And she goes, "Yeah."
It's just a crayon drawing of a tree.
just a picture of 9/11.
Yeah.
Like, "Can I go upstairs, please?" No.
Yeah.
So I go through the first door. Second door unlocked. I'm like, great. I look over, the lady's not there, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude. If this door is locked, I'm so fucked. So I'm like speed walking. The second window, a guy who I've never talked to before sees me. He goes, "Hey!" And I open the door and I fucking just run upstairs. Bro, I'm prairie dogging. I'm like, I'm gonna either shit myself trying to explain myself to him, or I'm just gonna go in there.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Hey!" And I'm like, and bro, I run upstairs. I open the door. I fucking close it, and oh, holy shit, dude!
Shotgun blast.
God damn it! Like, have you ever thrown up out of your asshole? Like, that's what it was, bro. Like, you know when you go,
Yeah.
when you can't hold it, that's what it was, but out of my fucking in between my legs.
Wow.
So I go, and I'm just like,
Tadpole shit?
no, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking dinosaur shit.
Oh, man.
Bro's laying dinosaur eggs.
Solid?
Yeah, bro. A bunch of solid pieces.
Oh, nice.
I apologize.
That sounds great.
To people, felt amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm going, oh, and then I just hear, and then I hear the fucking like the guy's like running up the stairs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Yeah.
And then he like knocks on the door. He goes, and I'm like, and then but this time I'm like done because everything came out in like
Right.
0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I just don't say anything. And I flush the toilet because it fucking stunk it up. And I just wait a little bit, and I hear him go, ah, and he just went downstairs. And I was like, oh, Jesus, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But like,
Who was that guy?
He's just another office guy who's never seen me in his life before.
Oh, wow.
So he was probably like, warehouse worker.
Get
out of here.
Yeah. He's going to go on the computer. Was he Asian?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, wow.
And then, but I mean, to his credit, he's never seen me before.
Yeah.
So he probably thought I was just like some guy off the street. Which I was thinking about doing that, like to the warehouses that I was passing by.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going inside a warehouse and be like, "Excuse me, I'm a driver. Where's the bathroom?" But I was like, if that doesn't work, I'm wasting time, and I'm just gonna shit myself in their dock.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm a driver. Can I get in here? No. Just shit yourself. The jig is up. Fold immediately. Shit your pants. Wow, man. That's a great story.
Yeah, dude.
Is that it?
That happened Monday. Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe you said you didn't have anything for today.
I forgot.
With that Odyssey.
All right.
I keep saying Odyssey.
Sorry. So what happened
Well,
with Sam?
oh, well, he had really bad constipation.
Yeah.
So he used to have such little confidence that he would drop one that he would just take a shit with the door open. Like, I would go like into the bathroom and the door would be slightly open, and then I'd just push it and he'd just be sitting there and he'd be like, "Hey," And be like, dude, fucking lock the door when you're shitting. Close and lock the door. It was the only, I mean, I can't even believe like how little I've never met someone who needed such little privacy while they were shitting.
I mean, he was just. Does he have a big schlong?
I didn't see it.
Dude,
I never saw
You
it.
have to lock the door.
You have
when
to.
you're shitting.
What is wrong with him? It was crazy.
What's wrong with you, Sam?
I tried to do a bit about it, but yeah, you know, you can't really do poop stuff. But I do have a poop joke that's working because it's like kind of a smart poop joke, or not? Smart.
Well, there's math involved.
There's math involved, but it's a good one. And then because that's been working, I have all this other poop shit that I wrote over the last 4 years of comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that'll work now too. And
Yeah.
And on Friday night, I started with my good poop joke, and
It crushed.
it killed.
Yeah.
And by the time I did my last poop joke, it was, you could hear a fucking pin drop. I took it all the way down.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, okay. These jokes are not good.
I couldn't. I was in the back gagging. I was like, oh, stop talking about it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know, bro.
They're just not good. They're just not very good. I mean, they're like,
Well,
they're fine. They're serviceable, like as far as the quality of joke.
They've
but
all
because
worked.
they're shit, because they're about shit, people don't really want to hear it.
Right.
If you're doing a poop joke, it has to be like I think it has to be like a really good joke.
Yeah.
And I think I finally have one that's like a really good joke.
Right. Yeah. No,
So,
that's great.
I
I have so I was at I have like a bunch of like a big clump of corporate world material.
yeah.
So I have an interview one. I got my sleeves one. I got one where we're all gonna get fired.
Yeah.
And then
The sunset.
the sunset. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I could clump these together. I'm like, because they were just scattered throughout my act. And I'm like, oh my god, there's like a fucking like 5 minutes right here.
Yeah.
And I went up on Monday, and I was like, fucking, here we go. Just bombed wall to wall.
What in what
I
room?
was like, oh, New York Comedy Club.
Well, for Mahaney's mic?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a very good mic.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, also,
also it's your friends.
I was just
like,
thinking,
why? You completely bombed in front of all your friends?
I was just thinking out the beats of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, my friends weren't really there. Just Mahaney.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
I thought Jack went.
Oh yeah, and Jack,
Yeah.
and then his Indian friend.
Yeah. Jack's been doing subbing again.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something that happened today. So I went to see Rachel at her job, and yeah, and Elena Banfield came in. You know Elena?
Oh yeah, she has that show at Artichoke.
Yeah, and she had locked her keys in her car, so she was looking up how to fix that, and apparently, have you ever heard of this? You can do it with duct tape. You ever heard of that method?
No, you duct tape your mouth shut and you call the cops and say, somebody fucking locked my keys in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, I guess, like, who would do that?
What? Oh, the neighbors. Someone's buzzing up.
Yeah, for the neighbors.
Yeah. No, so it's you tape the window. You cover the window in tape, and then you like create like a tape handle.
Huh.
Like you tape like a box,
Okay.
and then you put like tape over that, and then you tape over, like you just basically create like a hand, like like imagine like a palm made out of tape.
Yeah.
And then you give it a tail, and then you just yank it down, and it's supposed to like just pull the window down. And I was like, so she's like watching this video. It's like a firefighter showing people how to do it. And I'm like,
Wait, sorry. I didn't understand at all.
okay, so like imagine like you make like a square of duct tape
Okay.
on the window,
Okay.
and then you like tape, like do a bunch of vertical
Okay.
strips of tape to kind of create this like this handle
just
to pull it.
just to force it down.
Yeah, just to basically like imagine you were super strong and your hands were super sticky.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
you just Like,
Okay, yeah, now I
push
get
the
it.
window down like
And
that.
a firefighter was showing you how to do this?
A firefighter on YouTube was showing us how to do it, and he had like a dummy baby in the car. Like,
If your son's locked in
yeah,
in your car, run to the nearest Dollar Tree.
yeah. So I was like, no way. When I'm watching him do this, and then in the video it worked, and so we tried it. It didn't work at all. I was
You
like,
didn't use the right duct tape.
yes, we did, dude. Because we put the duct tape stayed on the window, or maybe just we weren't strong enough. Maybe we just need to be firefighters.
Was the firefighter really buff?
No, he was like, I mean, I don't know. He was like an older man.
Oh yeah, dude. He was buff. He was strong.
45.
All
you
the guys
know.
are strong.
Yeah.
That's funny because like actually had a baby in there. Quick, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Firefighters showing you. Okay.
Yeah. But then it was like this guy, this guy was walking by and he like tried it. It was like the King Arthur,
Yeah.
the sword of Excelsior.
Oh, nice. And he
But
got it?
no one could get it. No.
So
I don't think it works. I don't think it's a real thing.
Her car's still there.
I think she
Well,
called.
what year is her car?
2017. Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's too new.
It's electric.
Yeah.
Because like the other ones, they like fucking.
Yeah, because we were getting the window to move. We were getting it to
Right, to
move a little bit, but then it wouldn't.
What year was the car that the firefighter was showing you on? Just a horse and wagon.
Yeah, it was like like the video was on fucking old film. Yeah, man, see, that's how you get into the car.
Bro, I can't get over every time we talk about that. I just think it's so adorable. That story you told me.
What?
What the people in the first movie theater when they saw horses running on the screen and they thought they were coming at them.
Oh yeah, the train.
Yeah, the train.
People seeing the train coming.
And they and they ran out of the movie theater.
It's not a train. There's no sound. You fucking
hilarious.
dummies.
Bro,
Yeah.
why are old people? Not old people. People from a different time so cute. It's like that's adorable.
I've never heard that take.
Bro, they got scared at a movie. They ran out of a movie
Yeah,
theater.
you'd get scared too, probably. That'd be like if we went and saw 4D and we're like, the chair is shaking.
We have done that. I have done that.
Blow your fucking mind.
But we have done that.
I never did it. You've been to 4D?
Yeah, they have a thing, an installment, Universal Studios.
Did it spit on you?
It did. So in the bottom they have like hoses that's supposed to simulate like snakes, and it goes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Was
then-
it Indiana Jones?
I didn't go. I don't know, but they had that installment in
I
Disneyland.
didn't go.
No, but we
Why
went to the
didn't
one.
you go?
But there's like 4D is really big in Mexico.
Yeah,
I
and
saw the Titanic in 4D.
that's
Okay.
hilarious. half the audience
you
members
start to tilt?
drowned.
You too.
Yeah.
It smells like
And you and all.
she goes into your room. It smells like roses, like grandma.
Oh wow.
Aw.
All it's yeah.
And all you and all the kids got to leave first. Women and children.
Yeah, they didn't get to finish the movie.
No, I was gonna say Mexican was probably.
What? Is that a Mexican stereotype? Mexicans always be leaving the movies early.
No.
No, hell no. They stay till the end, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna get your money's worth.
Mexicans.
No, because I'm Mexican in the Titanic, I wouldn't be privileged.
Oh yeah, she'd be stuck downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Also, when you edit this, I got the mic hooked up so you could probably hear her well.
Oh yeah. I'm not worried. We got this thing going.
Oh yeah.
That's cool though.
I
Did
know
it
what I hear.
tilt? Did the chair tilt
Yeah, a lot.
She always,
when it was slide? And did you start to slide when everyone was sliding down the deck? That's cool.
And they even got you would get wet.
Oh okay.
It would go like. Psh.
And it was cold.
but since it was in Mexico,
Yeah.
it was just a bunch of workers like went around with buckets going throwing water at you.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that here. 4D. movies.
40? No.
I think it's a thing. I've never been to a 4D movie.
It's like huge in Mexico. Every Cinepolis has it.
Oh, okay.
I've only been to like amusement parks, not in
Yeah. Like the rides.
yeah. No, not a movie. Well, I mean, when it first came out, they had a thing in Universal Studios. I think it might have been Indiana
Well, you go to
Jones.
TJ to 4D so you can experience it.
So TJ, that's not crazy. We're not close to Tijuana anymore. Back in the day, like, let's go to TJ this weekend,
Yeah.
and then we'd go.
I was just thinking about all the times that me and my parents like would go to like an amusement park, and I was like, wow, they took me to amusement parks. That was really nice.
Yeah, that's sweet, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they don't need to do any of that shit.
Yeah.
They don't have to, bro. One time, my mom took us to go scam an amusement park.
Oh really?
Yeah, bro. Because we went one day and they give you like a wristband, and it's like, you know, like that's your ticket. You're walking around. And then the next day, my mom was like, "Hey, oh no, that night she's like, you guys want to come tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah!" And she's like, "All right, don't take your wristbands off." My sister was like, "I already took mine off."
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh,
well,
Jesus."
you're not going.
No, so we spent all night just like taping it back on her.
That's funny.
And then we went and then we got in for free.
Hell yeah.
It was so sick, dude. And
Nice.
then that place is closing down.
Oh,
Probably
probably
because
because of people like y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old wristband scam.
I mean, also there's fucking it never caught on. These
There's-
fucking assholes.
We didn't sell any tickets today. Why are there like 5,000 people here?
It's the same people from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Castle Park.
Castle Park? What's that?
Castle. That's the name of the amusement park.
Where is it?
Riverside.
Okay. That's cool.
I get indicted.
You know, my dad used to drop off my sisters just at Disneyland.
What?
Her dad used to drop off her sisters.
At Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
How old were they?
This was like in the 90s.
Okay.
In the 90s, I think my siblings were able to go to Disneyland twice a year.
Oh, that's cool.
And I guess my dad just didn't want to spend the money himself and have to do all that stuff. So he would just drop off my oldest sister. She said, like, the youngest she was when he started doing that, she was 13.
Yeah. Wow.
And 11. And then they were really young. And my dad would just give him money, drop them off, be like, all right, I'll see you here at 8.
Yeah, that's always the stories that you hear, like, with your parents. Like, when I was a kid, we would walk home from school, no problem, you know? Like, you
Yeah.
kids got it easy.
You guys wouldn't drop off your kids in an amusement park.
No.
I don't have
my,
kids.
My parents were like, very, sort of, like, like, protective in that way.
Bro,
They-
that's why I don't want to have kids. I think I'm gonna be too protective.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, you don't want your kid to die. Your kid dying would ruin your life.
Dude.
And it's so easy for them to die. You know?
Yeah.
They're just like little dumbasses running around. They don't even know how to walk.
Dude, if I had a
You're
kid,
like, fuck.
I would lose my hair immediately.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, he's gonna die.
yeah.
One time I saw like 2 girls crying in an amusement park, and it broke my fucking heart.
Why? Why were they crying?
I don't know, but they were like talking to security guard and they were sobbing.
Oh, they were missing. They lost their mom or
Or
something.
maybe I don't know, bro. They were like 13 or 14, and I remember I was like 24 or something, and I saw it and I was like, it just made me feel sad. Cause like an amusement park is where you go to have fun.
Yeah.
They were crying. I kind of wanted to like put them out of their misery.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we went snowboarding one time, me and my dad, on
Yeah.
this like really shitty mountain in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But
What was it called?
Appalachian.
Okay, the
I mean,
the Appalachians.
the Appalachian Mountains, that's a mountain range.
Yeah.
But there's a college in North Carolina called Appalachian State University,
Right.
which is where my sister goes. And there's also a resort called Appalachian Ski Resort.
All
but
right.
it's just for like, you know, kids and stuff. I mean, I thought it was great. I went
Yeah.
there in college with my friends because it was like the cheapest one.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to do. It's so easy to ski it that we all had to do something that we didn't know how to do just to make it interesting. Like my buddy who had never snowboarded learned how to snowboard.
Okay.
My other friend and I, Kevin, who used to live here, you know Kevin.
Yeah.
But the whole day we just did the jump over and over
Oh,
again
nice.
and just like got more confidence with the jump. Also, we
fucking-
were drinking.
Like 180. So you're wearing skiing socks.
Yeah.
Oh, they're inside. It's inside out.
Yeah, all right. You don't need to talk about everything going on. Yeah,
didn't notice?
I like skiing. Skiing's like.
Wait, so what happened
I
with
wish
you
I
and
had
your
like. I just remember like I got to the bottom of the mountain before he did,
Yeah.
and I just like got so. I was like, where is he? Like, I'm never gonna find him.
Oh shit.
You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Did you find him?
Yeah.
Oh
No, that was the last time I ever saw him.
my god.
Yeah,
This was like before.
20 years ago. Yeah.
No, this was in between last episode and this episode.
Yeah, yeah, and I was freaking out. But then, like when he was here last week,
Yeah.
and we went and saw Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
my phone was dead, and at the end of the concert, we were all shuffling out, and I lost them again, and it just reminded me of that.
Did you freak out kind of?
No, because like I was in, I'm like, I know how to get home and whatever, yada yada. But like,
no, but they don't. Like, I'd be freaking out for them.
Right, but it was like a similar like, fuck, like I don't know if they're gonna know what to do. Like I want to make sure. But we took the train out of Midtown. They always want to Uber when they're here, but we
How
took
come your phone's never charged?
Man, shut up. Stop talking about all my stuff. I don't know. Would 20% battery say anything to the contrary?
Is there a reason? Do you just not charge it at home?
I do charge it. It tanks pretty fast. I've had it for a long time. It dies pretty fast.
Oh, I have the extra phone I said I was going to give you in my van for like the past 3 years.
Yeah? You got an extra phone?
I think it's as old as that one. Let me see. Let me see the back of it. Are you taking a picture of me?
Yeah. No. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. And also the port doesn't work. Like charging is just a bitch, so I need the pad. I'm just a mess,
No, I mean
I'm just a big mess.
I like
but it keeps me off it a little bit more.
Yeah?
Not really, but I like to say.
You don't seem like a guy. Bro, how about these people that set the timers on their phone? Have you ever set the timer on your phone?
For what?
To ignore it? You know when people are like...
I've done that for writing, where I'm like, I'm not going to look at this for like an hour, and then I set it for an hour.
No, I mean like the timer where it's like, you've been on Instagram for your day's limit.
Oh, yeah, I did that. It didn't work.
Yeah, bro. The only time I've ever seen that is when somebody's ignoring it.
Yeah, it pops up, and then you immediately just like...
I've never seen somebody go, oh, let me show you this funny thing. Oh, sorry.
We're out of time.
They go, fucking... And then they get annoyed at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you set it up.
Right.
I was one of those people.
It's the siren song. It's like the guy...
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a siren song.
Mexicans going crazy. No, but when Odysseus... God, we keep talking about the Odyssey.
You do.
Yeah,
You
but
love it.
we keep talking about it.
You're a big Homer guy.
Odysseus tied himself to the mast and said, whatever I say, don't untie me. And then they went past the sirens. And yeah, he heard the siren song, which is a metaphor for sex.
I always wonder what they sounded like.
Yeah. Probably like, bop way up. You know that song? Yeah, you know that song? Oh my God, they're beautiful.
Oh my God. Wow.
What if it was just like, get up, get on up, get on the scene, get on up. Like it was just James Brown. Oh my God, man. Untie me.
James Brown.
I've never heard anything so beautiful.
It's dude,
the siren song being the that's really funny.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're beautiful siren song. Yeah, who knows? It's like you can only, that's the great thing about literature is they don't have to describe how great something is. They can just be like, think about it. It was amazing. Yeah. Like in the Fountainhead when they talk about the buildings.
Yeah. That's why books are always better than the movies. Because you're imagining it. And you're like, whoa. And then the movie comes out. And you're like, whoa, that doesn't look like what I imagine.
And when you see a movie, you will never recover the pictures that you had in your head of the book before you saw the movie.
Whoa.
Now when you think of that story, you will always see the movie. Like I read Harry Potter before I ever saw it, and I had a whole idea of it, and then the movie's different, and I'll never remember.
So Harry Potter in your imagination was black?
Yeah. Yeah. And he was in the movie too, right? I think he was. I don't remember. But yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Well, dude, I didn't watch any previews of the Fountainhead movie until I finished watching. Yeah. Reading the book.
Yeah.
Listening to the book.
Yeah, I have some images in my head from that movie still, or from that book.
Although I will say the girl Dominique Francone did look like what I imagined her to look like, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always imagined her to be very like They describe her as like very thin and small and petite, but in the movie
You just pictured a midget.
She's yeah. She's a little busty though, right? In the movie, like she's kind of like built out.
Yeah, she's like 1950s hot.
Yeah,
Which
1950s hot is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in the movies.
I think that's when, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when hot started to become a thing. Or no, that's the 20s, I think. The 20s, right?
Hot started becoming a thing as far as what? I
The
mean,
20s, as in like marketable.
Oh,
as
like-
in like this
I
is
don't,
like
I don't
this
think
is
so.
sexy.
I don't think so because, you know, there were paintings of like ideas of beauty.
Yeah, but it's like, ugh, what is
Hollywood.
that
Well, when you look at it now,
Yeah.
you're like, ew. But like, you know, I mean, I'm not cultured enough to reference anything, but I
Well,
know
then we
that,
can't have this conversation.
I know that like people used to think that like fuck, what's her name? Cleopatra. Like
Yeah.
everyone thought she was really hot.
I guess for the time.
Yeah, for the time, she's probably like a fucking troll. But or maybe she was hot. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the pictures of her?
I've seen the sculpture.
Yeah, that bitch be catfishing, bro. She look nothing like that.
Yeah.
She pulls up, she's just a Viking.
You go back in time and you meet her, and she's just got crazy armpit hair and big hairy feet, and you're like,
Bro, Nate Bargatze really ruined my going back in time fantasies. That bit he has.
yeah,
where
it's
he
a
goes-
great bit,
Oh my, when he goes back in time and he's like, he won't be able to tell him anything.
right?
Because in the future,
They're
they got
gonna
these-
have phones. How did they do it? I shouldn't have even said that. yeah.
Bro, because like now and everything, I go back in time, like I'm fucked if I go back in time.
I don't know, man.
What could be the most contribution you can do to society if you go back in time, let's say 40 years? So 1980.
1980,
1970.
1970.
1975, yeah.
Is it for me or for society?
For society.
What could I like
Contribute. That you
Contribute.
can actually help.
that I could actually help with?
Yeah.
Maybe like with editing, something like that. Like I could like
cutting. Well, they use
used to-
actual cut, like cutting in the film
Right.
in the 70s, right?
right. So I could say we could do this on a computer.
Yeah, but like that goes back to the Brigatti bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I
how do
don't
you do that?
I don't know
like,
how to do that.
I shouldn't have said that.
I don't know, like digitizing stuff, because I know kind of how a camera works. So maybe, but when was the digital camera invented? I don't know. I don't know, man. I bet on the Jets.
You did? Now.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, I don't know. Probably nothing. Let's see.
Condoms, maybe?
Wash your hands. It's 1975. We know. Cigarettes are bad. God, yeah, I
Cigarettes
guess
are
I
bad?
am a moron, huh?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It ruined me.
But you don't have to
Okay, now let's
become a genius.
what about selfishly?
You can just enjoy the time. You can just go back in that time and see the Beatles or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what about selfishly then? How would you like enrich yourself if you go back to 1975?
Invest in like Apple, like put all my money in Apple. Just not touch anything, not interface with the world.
That was like the 80s though, right?
Yeah.
75.
1975?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would bet that.
That's funny because my head always goes to betting. It's good.
Yeah. You would like bet, but then we don't know sports. So
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? I know that the Knicks won in '74.
I started hanging out with like rock stars before they blew up.
What? Oh yeah.
I'd be like, yo, where's you guys know anyone by the name of Jimi Hendrix?
75. He's dead,
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he died in 2003.
dude. He's been dead since like 1969. He OD'd on heroin. That's
He-
the white lighter thing because they found a white lighter in his pocket.
Yeah, he choked in his own vomit. No?
Yeah, he did. He Jane from Breaking Bad did it.
We used to always say that. Oh, spoiler. We used to always say that. And whenever we were drinking, we're like, oh, dude, he's gonna Jimmy it. Turn him over.
Yeah.
He's gonna Jimmy it. And
Yeah.
What's the Jimmy? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know?
Yeah.
He choked on his own vomit. I would probably hang out with like Jimmy Carter, maybe.
Jimmy Carter was the president. You don't know shit.
A man can dream.
Maybe Billy Joel. Billy Joel didn't come onto the scene until like 72 maybe. So yeah, he was already popped. But like, you could like get up with like Louis or like someone like that.
I'd keep a close eye on Cosby.
You would keep a close eye on Cosby.
Yeah.
You would somehow. Can we bet that he rapes? Can we make a? Is there a way I can make a bet that he rapes? I'll bet you $100,000 that Cosby rapes.
That'd be like blasphemy.
Yeah.
That means I make a beautiful show for children called Little Bill.
Yeah.
I used to watch that show.
Oh yeah.
Little Bill. It was like the Black Caillou.
Yeah.
Caillou was great.
Yeah.
Did you like Caillou?
I was not allowed to watch Caillou.
Oh, because you thought it was a devil?
Because my mom said that he had a bad attitude. And I said, well, you would too if you had cancer. No, but my mom just thought he was kind of a whiny, spoiled brat.
God.
But like my mom,
I'm just a kid who's four.
like my parents were kind of strict about what I watched. But like the thing was about that show was like he learns that you shouldn't do that at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Max and Ruby?
No.
They're two bunnies, and Max is like the little brother. But my whole personality is based on Max.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't say a word, but he'll do something mischievous, and then he'll go. And then they go, Max! And he goes. And they fucking kick the shit out of him. And I'm like, bro, that's hilarious.
They kick his ass?
I mean, this guy's great. No, but he just gets in trouble. Like, he'll like keep missing the bus to school on purpose.
Yeah.
And then he'll go. For folks listening, he just smiles and looks to the side.
Yeah, that is.
Bro, looking at your peripheral has to be the cutest, fucking, most funnest shit. Like, dogs do it, bunnies do it.
Yeah.
I do it.
Oh, yeah, you do it. It's pretty cute when you do it.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Now kiss me, you fool.
Now kiss me.
All right, should we get off?
No, man. We owe the people 7 more minutes.
7 more minutes?
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes?
Yeah. Oh, we dropped a new skin. Oh, we finished the pilot.
We finished the pilot.
We finished the pilot, folks. Bro, you're not in frame.
What?
This pilot's gonna come out like shit.
No,
we can't even frame a fucking podcast.
I was just
right.
leaning back. But we're making a movie. Well, it's a show. But yeah, we finished our pilot, so that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna plan.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know.
Did I read it?
No, I don't even have it. Oh, print it out on our printer here, and then.
Oh fuck yeah,
dude, we could run lines before you leave.
Hell yeah.
And
Tonight?
you will be leaving. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't want to run lines?
I'm very busy.
What do you got to do?
I got to go home and chill.
That is actually like the very truth of everything. I gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Cuts to like you an hour later, or just anyone.
Yeah.
It's like ignoring the day limit for Instagrams.
Right.
Get out of here.
4 hours a day on my phone, and then I'm like, why am I always late?
You don't want to print it yet? Can we print it?
Yeah, we can print it.
I don't think we can print it. I just want to have a copy of it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Just
Let's
in
print
case.
it. I'm down to read it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we can read it in front of my dam.
Yeah. Yeah, you want us to do a reading?
Dude, if this podcast
That would be a real treat for you, huh?
Dude, if this podcast was bigger, and we had a Patreon, we could read it on the Patreon.
Do the reading, yeah.
That'd be great, but
Yeah.
but we can't ask.
Hey. We don't.
Oh yeah, we posted a sketch today. It got 1 view, and we lost a follower. And we saw that, we were like, we should make a pilot.
Hey, they liked the other one.
Which one? Oh yeah, the
No costumes. Yeah. Well, it seems like we're slowly but surely getting back to work, so that's good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, can't believe we wrote a fucking. I've never done that in my life before.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You've done it. You wrote in a full thing.
I wrote a sketch,
You wrote
like a 13-page sketch.
that's great. Yeah, yeah.
Track.
On Vimeo.
Yeah, it's on Vimeo. I should just go ahead and put that on YouTube. What's up? It's time to go?
No, I was just saying it was flashing weird.
Okay.
Yeah, let's read the pilot.
Let's do it.
You got anything?
Nah, man. I was going to tell you a story about getting in an argument with my cousin on Saturday, but
Oh, tell me.
that just seems like, what's the point?
No, bro. I mean, there's people driving right now who don't want to change the station. Fucking just finish off with 3 more minutes.
Okay, so I went out with my cousin on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was me, him, and then this other girl, like his friend.
Yeah.
And we were getting drunk and he was like, let's go to this place in East Williamsburg, and it was just one of these places. It's just like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Just like
hipster town.
Just a shitty. That is like that East Williamsburg, like where you work.
Yeah.
Like the nightlife part of that area.
It is just a warehouse.
Is so stupid.
Bro, it is abandoned warehouses, closed factories, and people go, how do people keep going missing and dying in this area?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, there's a river right there and 1 million places to hide of darkness over there.
Yeah.
And also half naked women in this one tiny building.
Yep.
And gay men.
Yeah.
It's mostly gay men that go missing and dying in that part of town.
Yeah, those 3 guys went missing. But anyway, so we go to this place and it's like a weird vibe. Like there's a guy, there's like guys that are clearly uncomfortable, like trying to dance, And then my cousin just
bunch of me and yous.
Yeah, my cousin just starts like, he's like, look at these guys. What are these guys doing? Like just like judging everyone.
Yeah.
And then like we went to the next place and I called him out for it. I was like, why do you do that? Why do you why do you go somewhere and you like look at how much fun other people are having and then like talk about it? Yeah, I was like,
right.
And then like I can't remember like how it escalated, but it escalated to the point where we weren't even arguing about that anymore. We were arguing about like, why are you getting offended? Like, why? He was like, it seems like you were taking it personally that I was doing it about other people. And it's just this thing when you're having an argument with someone and they don't make it about the point anymore. They make it about how you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
That is a peeve of mine. It's like, it's like the same thing that happened with Sam.
Yeah.
It's like, however this conversation happened, we were both party to it and it's here now.
Right.
So don't put it all on me like that I blew it up here. But then I thought maybe I am an asshole because this has happened before. And maybe I just don't hear how I talk to people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, I was like, I can't, we're having a conversation about nothing right now. Now you're just saying like, and he was like, well, and he was like, everything I said, he was like, well, it's not that. And I was like, bro, nothing I say right now, you're just going to disagree with everything.
Right.
And then like, they went outside and then I went outside after and the girl was like, I'm sorry that like you feel offended. And I was like, that's a bullshit apology. Like that's bullshit.
That's the most Curb Your Enthusiasm apology of all time.
That's bullshit. Everything you're saying is bullshit right now. I can't talk to you two. And so I just like, I was like, I'm leaving. And I just left. I gave him a hug and I said to her, I was like, have a great night.
And then you walked into the warehouse next door and started to shift.
Yeah. And anyway, that's no point. But that is something that really pisses me off about like when arguments become about semantics instead of
right. It's a cop out.
Yeah, it is.
It's a cop out.
Take some accountability for what we're actually talking about.
It's like you're like losing the argument, and then you go, "Whoa, hey, watch your tone."
Yeah. Yes.
And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, it pisses me off, man.
It's like the equivalent of like arm wrestling, right? And then I'm about to win, and then you go, "You smell like shit, man."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had nothing.
That was not a good analogy.
That was nothing. Go do a better one, quick.
It's like
wait, do the same arm wrestling one.
It's like if you're playing chess and the guy is about to win and goes checkmate, and then you go, I don't really like how you said checkmate.
Right.
Like,
that's I mean, that analogy's fine, I guess.
it's better than yours.
It is way better, but it's kind of like the same. It's the same thing as what we were saying.
It's the same. It's not really an analogy.
No, it's
just exactly what happened. But instead of an argument, it's chess.
Fuck, we gotta think about an analogy before we fucking hop out.
We're comics. We should have analogies ready on hand all the time.
Have you seen Seinfeld when Seinfeld goes, "You can't do that. That's like something."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, wait. I can't not. I'm stuck with the arm wrestling.
It's like if you were playing basketball and you were losing the basketball game and you started trying to like draw fouls or like say like consult with the ref that they were posting up on you, like they're demolishing you, and you're like, that's like you're you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I was thinking, kind of making a funny analogy.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Yeah.
As a satisfactory ending. It'd be like if we're like arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And then the guy who's about to beat you goes, "Oh!" And you're like, well, you can't grunt.
All right. This has been.
Maybe we shouldn't have gone long.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that.
You insisted.
Yeah.
You were like, I got a great story to tell you.
Hey,
like,
hey,
me and my
hey.
cousin hate each other.
Hey, I don't like your tone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this podcast. That's episode
133.
Oh, we went 5 minutes over. Nice.
Yeah. That's
episode 133 of the Keep On Trucking podcast. Yeah. No.
Are you calling me a racist?